Let me see here. Okay, that's a win. That's a win. That's also a win. Definitely a win. Win. You know what? 17-0. Matthew out. I'm just kidding. This video will not be that fast. Honestly, we're probably not going to be very good this year. This season's going to be very hard to watch. What is up, everyone? What's going on? My name is Matthew Langer. I'm the football boss. And it's about damn time I predict the Seattle Seahawks 2022 NFL schedule because I got it so right last year. I'm just kidding. I think I said we were going to go about 12-5. We went 7-10. Wait a minute. If I say we do awful this year, maybe we'll actually be good. That's about like the only hope I have right now. But hey, if you like today's video, smash that like button. Helps a lot, quite a bit. And yep. And subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. Actually, I kind of want you to subscribe. Please subscribe. Please. I'm so lonely. I still live with my parents. I really should do stuff. I really should do something about that. But anyway, let's get on into it. So, the Seattle Seahawks had probably a very hard off-season to go through. We lost Russell Wilson, lost Bobby Wagner, and he just went right back to the Rams. Meanwhile, Tom Brady came back. Rodgers got re-signed. And for week 1, we have to listen to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman commentate the Seahawks and Broncos. Joy. I cannot wait. But let's get right on into this stuff. Starting off week 1, we of course are home for the Denver Broncos. Yay, just as I said. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Of course, the Denver Broncos getting Russell Wilson, though. Hopefully, finally finding your quarterback you've been waiting for ever since Peyton Manning retired. Honestly, I think Russell Wilson will do very good there. I think Sutton and Judy are going to absolutely tear it up, which then means it's going to be really, really hard for us to win. I feel like Russell Wilson's going to turn into a player that I really hate playing, though. Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Donald are pretty high up there. And this is no shade to Russell Wilson. I mean, hey, Russell Wilson wanted to leave? Fine, whatever. I hope you do good in Denver, just not this year because we have your first-round pick. I want you to lose as many games as you can. But if you want to go win the Super Bowl in 2023, go ahead. It might be the closest thing we have to winning a Super Bowl. But yeah, in general, we're probably really outmatched. The only thing that gives me optimism is maybe Pete Carroll knows Russell Wilson, and maybe Clint Hurt will turn out to be the best defensive coordinator of all time, though. But honestly, it's just way too early to tell right now. So unfortunately, this is looking like a loss right now. Then for our second game of the week, we are on the road against the San Francisco 49ers. Now the San Francisco 49ers making it all the way to the NFC Championship game, but for some reason they didn't get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. Probably because they're still a little nervous about Trey Lance, though. And I will say for rightfully so, I was not really all that impressed with him in his, I guess we could say, his rookie year. But then again, just because you're not good in your rookie year, that does not mean anything, though. The 49ers are a bit of a weird team, in my opinion. Jimmy Garoppolo definitely really holds back this team, though. Of course, we still have no idea about if Deebo Samuel is going to come back, though. And even though we really weren't that good last year, we swept the Niners. We had their number, and our defense actually played pretty well. Well, actually, except for the first half of that first game. That was not so much, though. So could we beat the San Francisco 49ers? Could we pull off an upset? I don't think so. I think the 49ers are just overall just a better team, though. And Garoppolo, he's got weapons. Our secondary still is a little bit weak, though. And yeah, Drew Lock or Geno Smith are probably going to have a very rough time with that 49ers defense because it is really good. So in my opinion, we're probably going to start out 0-2. Then we go to our third game, and it's at home versus the Atlanta Falcons. And this is one of the few games on our schedule that I think we actually have a shot to win. And I feel like our schedule for the most part is very well spaced out because there are a couple games that I do think are very winnable for us. So even without Russell Wilson, I do think some of our games are very winnable. And I kind of like that it's not like, oh, we play like the Falcons and we play the Panthers and we have the Giants, so like all in like one stretch. So then if there was potential we started like 3-0, everyone would be like, oh, you're the worst 3-0 team out there, just as everyone was talking about with the Broncos last year, and then they won 4 straight. I'm sorry, they lost 4 straight, and they really kind of proved it. The Atlanta Falcons, they're bad. They're real bad. They brought in Marcus Mariota and then drafted the Riddler. But yeah, the Falcons are probably going to be really bad. Drake London is the only wide receiver on the team because Calvin Ridley decided to gamble, and apparently you can get suspended for a whole season because of that. Why? I have no idea. But then Deshaun Watson, all those sexual allegations, he so far doesn't get anything. I'm sorry, that was just a rant I had to have. In general, the Falcons are not a good team. And honestly, I think we can win. And we still got Metcalf, we still have Lockett, though, and if there's a game that Drew Lock can look really good in, I think it's this one. So I'm going to say that we beat the Falcons. And then we go to our 4th game, and it is against the Detroit Lions on the road. And the Detroit Lions are a bit of a weird team. Last time we played them, we absolutely destroyed them. But the Lions definitely got better in free agency and in the draft. They brought in some more wide receivers. They got in Jameson Williams. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if Jameson Williams is going to be playing in this game. Of course, he has that torn ACL. He's probably not going to be playing for the first little bit of the season, though. I think he's definitely going to have a bigger sophomore year. But, of course, the big question is they got Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson versus Charles Cross. Good luck, my man. The Detroit Lions are a team that did get better, in my opinion. And, of course, they have Dan Campbell, who I do think is building the Lions the right way. So, in that case, I'm actually going to say that we lose against the Detroit Lions. So, I think it's possible that we can win, though. But if you really kind of look at the offseasons, the Lions definitely had the better offseason. I mean, it's a little hard to look at us and say, oh, we had the better offseason because we got rid of Russell Wilson. So, in my opinion, I think we lose this game, so we start out 1-3. Then we go to our 5th game, and it's on the road against the New Orleans Saints. Now, in my opinion, I actually think the New Orleans Saints can be very good this year. Jameis Winston, he was okay when he was playing with the Saints, and he was projected to get about a touchdown interception ratio of about 30-10 before he tore his ACL, which is actually really good. And since the last time he played, he went 30 for 30. That's automatically a huge improvement, though. And now the Saints actually have a pretty dangerous wide receiver core when you really think about it. They, of course, still have Michael Thomas in the slot. You got Chris Olave on depot, and they just signed Jarvis Landry recently. Yikes. Did I also mention that they got Alvin Kamara? The Saints, in my opinion, could be a very good team next year. I don't know. I'm not sure if they'll give Tampa Bay pushes for the division, but then again, Tom Brady has always sucked when he's played against the Saints. So yeah, this is a game we're probably not going to win. I'm gonna imagine we're gonna get our ass kicked very badly. So yeah, we're starting out 1-4. Then we go to our 6th game, and it's at home against the Arizona Cardinals. I really wish we played the Arizona Cardinals near the end of the season because the Cardinals have not done well near the end of the season. The Cardinals, they're a bit of a weird team because, of course, there's issues with Kyler Murray, though. DeAndre Hopkins will not be playing in this game. And the Cardinals, in my opinion, they got worse. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs next year. And I've been going through the schedule, kind of looking at wins and losses, though, and I don't think the Cardinals are going to make the playoffs. I still think they're going to be a decent team. I'm just not sure how good they're going to be. And is there issues with Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals? I'm not sure. But on paper, the Cardinals are a lot better team than us. And Arizona, for the last 2 years, they've been doing really good near the beginning of the season. So I'm going to say that we're going to lose this game as well, which brings our record to 1-5. Then we go to week 7, and it's at the Los Angeles Chargers. Hey, look, another home game. And the Chargers, They're also another weird team because they were so inconsistent last year. Remember when they beat the Chiefs? Yeah, they beat the Chiefs. And even their second game, yes, they lost in overtime, questionable play calling, very bad defense, but they held their own against the Chargers for quite some time. Justin Herbert is a great quarterback. He's got Keenan Allen, he's got Mike Williams, he has probably one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, and Austin Eckler. The Chargers on paper are definitely a lot better than this. But there was so much inconsistency with the Los Angeles Chargers, though, because there were games they did not play very well in. Remember when they lost to the Texans? Yeah, that happened. That was not pretty. If the Chargers are on their game, we're going to get absolutely destroyed. But the Chargers are going to be a bit inconsistent. Something tells me maybe we can win. Maybe. But just as I said, on paper, the Chargers are a lot better than us. So I have this one as another loss. And that means we're dropping down to 1-6. Then we go to week 8, and it's at home against the New York Giants. Look at that, 3 straight home games. Yep, 3 straight home games. And the Giants are another team that I'm not too impressed with them. Yes, they had a phenomenal first round. Kayvon Thibodeaux, Evan Neal are going to be contributors immediately. But you also have Daniel Jones. That does not inspire a lot of confidence in me. And that defense is just a mess, and they even lost James Bradberry. The Giants probably could end up with another top 5 pick next year, which, I mean, for the Giants, is probably going to be a good thing because that quarterback draft class is loaded next year. So they're probably like, please suck, or Daniel Jones be amazing. I'm not picturing the Giants being any good next year. And so I think this is another game that I do think is very, very winnable, though. Of course, there are a lot of questions about Saquon Barkley, if he's healthy or not, though. So you know what? I'm actually going to give this one our second win. We're going to beat the Giants, hopefully, and we're going to go up to 2-6. Then we go to week number 9, and it's the Arizona Cardinals once again, because we have to play the Cardinals near the beginning of the season. Just as I said, the Cardinals on paper are a lot better than us, though. So most likely another loss. And then we get to go across the pond to jolly old London. What the hell was that accent? I don't know. I apologize for that. Yay, we get to go to London. Who are we playing? Oh, that's right, Tom Brady. We will get destroyed. Most likely. But then again, we have not lost a regular season game to Tom Brady since 2008. That streak will most likely end. Yeah, the Buccaneers, they're a good team. They re-signed Chris Godwin. They got Mike Evans. It doesn't even matter if Rob Gronkowski will come back because Tom Brady will still play like an MVP-like quarterback because he's just the god that just you cannot destroy. Ooh. Hey, I got an idea. Remember in the Thor Love and Thunder trailer where Gore says all gods must die? It won't happen in that movie, though. Don't kill Valkyrie. Then we go to week number 12 because we have a bye in week 11. Thank God. Week 12, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Raiders, I don't know. I'm not too impressed with the Raiders. Now, what I mean by that is, they were such a weird team last year. They were so inconsistent. It was so weird. And of course, with all the drama behind their team in 2021, and yet they still found a way to get to the playoffs. And then they brought in Chandler Jones and Devontae Adams. That on paper says, oh, the Raiders are going to be better next year. But the Raiders are also in a division with Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson. Derek Carr is easily the weakest quarterback of the 4. And they also hired Josh McDaniels as their head coach. And if you don't remember, Josh McDaniels, last time he was a head coach, did not go very well. And we have seen this many, many times before. Former coaches of Bill Belichick, when they leave New England, do not do very well. Matt Patricia. Josh McDaniels, Joe Judge. I guess we could say Brian Flores. So honestly, I'm a little optimistic about the Raiders. I feel like the Raiders are either going to be like a sneaky good team, or they're probably gonna go about 7-8. That doesn't add up. They'll probably win about 7 to 8 games. But once again, on paper, the Raiders are a lot better than us, so I say that we lose this game too. So that puts us at 2-9. Then we go to week 13, and we are at home again for the Los Angeles Rams. It most likely will not make much of a difference. And for one, we have not won on the road against the Rams since, oh yeah, that's right, 2013 when we won the Super Bowl. There have been very dark times there. And also, the last time we were there, the refs were playing with blindfolds. Ugh. Yeah, no will call my ass. But in general, the Rams are probably one of the best teams in the NFL. Doesn't matter if they bring back Odell Beckham Jr. or not, they're going to kick our ass. Honestly, this is probably going to be one of the ugliest games of the year, in my opinion. This is going to be bad. Then we go to week 14, a much, much easier game. We have the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Panthers. Yeah. Panthers are another weird team because the Panthers are most likely going to be terrible next year. But I do think it's mostly so they can get their quarterback of the future next year, because the Panthers do not really have a good quarterback. They have Sam Darnold, who needs the Ghostbusters really, really badly. They also have PJ Walker, which he's mostly of a backup. And then they did draft Matt Corral. But honestly, I think the Panthers are definitely looking towards next year, which then means we could very well win this game. And obviously by this time maybe this will be like a first time start. Panthers will probably use about 3 quarterbacks again, but by then we should know about what our quarterback situation is like. So this game will definitely be, I think this game will be much easier to predict when we get to week 14. So honestly, I say we win this game. We got ourselves our 3rd win of the year. Then we go to week 15, and it's at home against the San Francisco 49ers. And just as I said about the first one, though, 49ers are a bit of a tricky team in my opinion, because Jimmy Garoppolo does hold them back, but the rest of that roster does look really, really good. Once again, on paper, the 49ers are better than us. I say this is another loss. Then we go to week 16, and it's at the Kansas City Chiefs. We will lose this game. Moving on. Then we go to week 17. We have the New York Jets. Jets are another interesting team in my opinion, because the Jets definitely got better in the offseason, though. And I think it's possible for Zach Wilson to make some strides to be better. I'm not completely sold on Robert Saleh as their head coach, but I'm also not like giving up and being like, oh, fire him, because honestly, anyone is an upgrade over Adam Gase. So this is a bit of a tricky game. I could see us potentially winning this game, but once again, on paper, the Jets do look better than us, though. So honestly, I'm going to say the Jets are going to win this one. Yeah, that's right. We're going to lose to the Jets. Suck. It's too bad you can't spell the Seahawks and say suck, because we're not going to be very good. All right, then we go to week 18, and it's the Los Angeles Rams. And week 18 is always a very difficult week to predict, in my opinion, because what are the Rams going to be looking like in week 18? If they've already locked up that number 1 seed, though, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and Aaron Donald probably are not going to play this game. Who are their backups again? Oh, yeah, that's right. I literally have no idea. So therefore, I would not be 100% surprised if we were able to take this week 18 game. But if the Rams have all their starters in, this is going to be an absolute blowout. Once again, another very ugly win. Unfortunately, I can't really predict if the Rams are going to have the number 1 seed. Even if I go through their entire schedule and say, they'll have the number 1 seed, I can't really predict that, because obviously we won't know at this point, though. So once again, I say that we lose again. So in general, that puts us at 3-14, which is very, very bad. But I will say in this case, though, that would mean that our quarterback situation is just absolute crap. And that honestly may be a good thing, though. That quarterback draft class next year is absolutely loaded. though, and we can definitely go get our quarterback of the future then. And if Drew Lock or Geno Smith is absolutely amazing, though, then hey, we have 2 first-round picks that we can use on other positions of need. My prediction, linebacker and offensive line will be 2 of the biggest needs. And there are a couple games that I do think that we can win, though. Maybe we can split one with the 49ers, though. I hope we beat the Broncos. I want to beat them real bad. Maybe we could defeat the Chargers if they're not on their game, but I can't predict that, though. Maybe we can beat the Jets, the Lions, though. I would probably say our window in general is 5-12. But in this case, I say we got 3-14. I'm going to say we're probably going to get somewhere around 3 to 5 wins, though. But if our quarterback situation is just absolutely terrible, though, then I would say we honestly might get less than that, though. And maybe this is just a tank year for us, though. And just as I said, maybe that's a good thing for Seahawks fans. This is probably not going to be a very fun season to watch. So try to keep sane. Don't worry, I will try that. But hey, let me know what you think down below in the comment section, though. Do you think the Seattle Seahawks can go 3-14? Do you think they're going to be amazing? Please say they're going to be going 17-0. That would make me feel a whole lot. That would make me feel really good. But yeah. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. You can follow me on Facebook, MATTHEWLEININGER, even though I still don't really know. I gotta get that taken care of. Gosh, I'm an idiot. I gotta do better with my life. How about this, guys? Pray for me. I will see you all here next time. See ya.